So let's talk about abortions. Abortion have been the topic itself is very taboo, and nobody wants to talk about it, and especially for girls, I think, because we feel somehow ashamed to have that done to ourselves, right? So let's get right into it. I had 2 abortions. One was when I was 20, 24, I believe. And then another one is when I was 23. And I will never forget the feelings that I had when I was there at the abortion clinic. I saw a lot of young girls just like me, just waiting in line as if we were getting, a cup of coffee, or we're going on some random doctor's appointment. And the fact that I'm saying that random doctor's appointment makes it seem like it's taboo, it's something bad that we're we're having it done to ourselves. And I know people talk about, oh, my body, my choice. But in reality, we women as a species, the way we think is not the same, right? Men and women think differently. And the fact that the nature made us to be able to have babies, right? To be able to reproduce and be able to carry our babies in our womb. That's something there, right? So it kind of triggers your mind, your hormones, and the things that you have to go through when you're actually pregnant. The thing that makes you care, the thing that makes you want to, save your kids and want to protect your kids. And then there you are, just sitting there in the clinic, trying to abort that, fighting all these feelings that's making you feel caring, but yet you're there trying to get rid of it. Try to get rid of the thing that makes you feel love, right? Make you want to be a mother, make you want to grow another human, care for another child. So it's kind of like contradicting, right? It's I don't know how else to say it. Maybe I don't have the best words to describe, but I sincerely hope that you try to you understand at least a little bit of what I'm trying to say. So I have been so ashamed to talk about this, and sometimes, and not, don't get me wrong, I have kids now, and to this day I still think about it, and there are moments that kind of hit me, thinking, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? What if I had those 2 kids? What if, and there are moments I blame myself. You are a murderer. You yeah, it's, now I think I can deal with it, but this is not something that obviously is already done. It's already been done in the past. There's nothing I could do about it. I was this, stupid kid, right, that made the decision. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with abortion, but I'm just saying that from my personal experience, I just feel like shit that I did it. But then sometimes I ask myself, let's say if I had those 2 kids, would my life would have turned out the way it did? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a billionaire now or a millionaire even, but I think I'm gonna had a lot of. I think I would have had a lot of difficulties, right? Being even though I wasn't a teenage mother, I was still going to school. I had no job, no. I mean, I had a job, but not a good, not a professional job, not a just a retail job. And I remember when I was working at retail, I also seen some of my coworker getting pregnant. So this is a big issue, right? And when we are in love, we think that we are in love, and then we do foolish things, right? We forget to protect ourselves, and that's also that should be talked about in in that category too, right? Sex, because I think a lot of girls are kind of pressured into having unprotected sex. I'm not talking about, they got raped or anything. I'm not disclaiming that. I'm talking about, how, like, you think you're in love, part of you feel like, oh, okay, I love him. And then there he is, like, trying to encourage you, like, oh, I love you, let's just go and do it. Or sometime boys would say, I don't want to do it with, condoms, and let's not use protection. So, and for girls, for young girls, it might be hard for them to get birth control pills. So really, there is no protection, and it's one of those things that where the peer pressure is just horrible, right? And you see your friends and your friends and your siblings and talking about it and doing it, and oh, then nothing happened to them. But what you really don't know is nobody will tell you if you really got an abortion or not, if they really got an abortion or not. And I didn't realize it until I get to the clinic, where I see a lot of young girls like me just sitting there going through their motion. And it was just so sad. Like, we were the only ones that had to go through this, and that's really not fair. And